On the news this morning, Bonn extends voting deadline till May 10. Very Reverend Professor Akponono celebrates life at 80. President Buhari says his huge investment into NAF has impact in fight against insecurity. And largest earthquake shakes Dongal County in Ireland. Before the news in details, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good morning and welcome to the news. My name is Nonye Mokoyi. Now, fathers in the Catholic faith yesterday commemorated Father's Sunday, which was celebrated on the feast of St. Joseph the Worker. The day is set aside to celebrate fathers as pillars of every home and Lord of their different families, whose duty is to lead, instruct, direct, cater, discipline, and train their wards in the fear of God so as to be useful to them and the society at large. Amaka Chibuzo Okoye has the report.
In their Catholic men organization, CMO uniforms took center stage in their masses as they read lessons and led in other activities of the mass. In a homily to mark the day at St. Thomas Aquinas Parish, GRA Oka, the parish priest, Reverend Father Francis Oranye, said that the joy of living together as husband and wife is supreme. He urged fathers not to be worried by their family issues, but to always use dialogue to resolve any crisis in the family. Father Oranye harped on the importance for fathers to always be open to their wives, which will help them earn the trust of their wives and inevitably contribute to raising godly children.
As we are celebrating today, it is good that we understand ourselves. And as we share things, it will help us. Let the other know what is going on.
Speaking to the ABS shortly after the Mass, Anambra State Commissioner for Housing, Honorable Polly Onyeka, who is a patron of Catholic Men's Organization, asked fathers to pay more attention and care to their families than their careers, lamenting that many have failed in child upbringing because their focus is to be successful in life, forgetting that their families are paramount to the betterment of the society. On his part, the Director, News and Current Affairs Department, Anambra Broadcasting Service ABS Soka, Mr. Gabe Opaleze, noted that fatherhood is a vocation which demands love, sacrifice, and prayerfulness, while emulating the Holy Family of Joseph, Virgin Mary, and Jesus Christ. Also lending his voice, Patron, CMO, Chief Henry Honora, said that fatherhood is not an easy task, but with persistence, endurance, and trust in the things of God, they can have peaceful families and encourage young fathers to make prayers and love of God their watchword.
So we already know, as the leader of the family, you cannot do without loving your family. You cannot do without ensuring there is peace. And that can be done with a lot of sacrifices. More sacrifice and sacrifice so that there will be peace and love.
Special prayers were offered for the fathers, while Thanksgiving and other social activities were held to mark the celebration. Amaka Chibuzo Okoye, ABS News.
Broadcasting Organization of Nigeria, Bonn, has extended voting deadline for the Nigeria Broadcasting Awards TNBA till May 10. A statement by the chairman of Awards Steering Committee, Guy Murray Bruce, said this is to allow the public more time to vote. Last week, the judges panel, led by Emeka Mba, former Director General of the National Broadcasting Commission NBC, released nominees list after completion of shortlisting for May 17 event. We decided to extend voting by 6 days to enable more people vote. Each voter is allowed 100 votes. The committee assured the public of fidelity of the process, saying the award is to raise standard by recognizing and rewarding excellence. In continuation of its enforcement drive to ensure compliance to payment of petroleum products fee, zero tolerance to selling of adulterated petroleum products, and meter adjustment by petroleum dealers in the state, the Anambra State Joint Petroleum Enforcement Team of the Ministry of Petroleum and Mineral Resources has directed by the Commissioner of the Ministry has paid unscheduled visit to some filling stations in Anambra. Our correspondent Njideka Okoye reports that the exercise took the team to some petrol and gas filling stations in Amobia, Enugu, Abagana, Eziowele, Abatete, Uke, and Mpo, where they issued them demand notice and embarked on other routine checks.
Speaking after the exercise, the administrative assistant to the Commissioner for Petroleum and Mineral Resources, Mr. Anthony Mbadiwe, stated that the enforcement drive was to monitor the level of compliance and to urge petroleum marketers and dealers to comply with government directives on payment of consolidated petroleum products fee for filling stations in Anambra. Mr. Mbadiwe explained that the drive was also to recover debts of government fund for 2022 consolidated petroleum product fee and issue a demand notice for 2023 payment of the same levy, noting that they have informed and enlightened people on the need to pay their tax and levies to enable the government serve them well, as it is the fund generated from internal generated revenue that government uses to develop the state. He stated that the exercise was also to ensure zero tolerance to adulterated petroleum products in the state to protect Anambra from being defrauded by buying the products at a higher price or from adjusted meters, and commended Governor Chukwuma Soludo for the wonderful works he's doing in Anambra, while urging petroleum dealers and stakeholders in the oil and gas sector to comply with the payment of the consolidated levy of the government for 2022 and 2023.
We are soliciting on petroleum dealers, all the stakeholders in the oil and gas sector, to comply with the paying of this consolidated petroleum levy that is due to the government.
The chairman of the team, Sir Simon Adabanya, who said that the exercise was also to ensure that the products are not hoarded, thereby causing artificial scarcity, which in turn brings hardship and suffering to Anambra, expressed dissatisfaction with meter adjustments and sale of adulterated petroleum products by some marketers, and urged perpetrators to desist from such acts to avert government sanction.
Even if you don't adjust your pump, PEF, government normally pay PEF to all these stations. If you sell even 200 naira per liter, you still make gain. Why adjusting your pump again? I'm advising them, please come down, even if it's 200 naira per liter. You still make a gain.
Njideka Okoye, ABS News.
Committee of former students of Very Reverend Professor Peter Damian Akponono have rolled out the drums of celebrations to honor an outstanding personality for his contributions in advancement of ecclesiastical vocations and development of the society as it clocks 80. The pontifical mass to mark the historic event held at Blessed Iwenetansi Major Seminary, Onitsha, was graced by College of Bishops, priests, the religious, top government officials, as well as dignitaries from the state and beyond. Our staff reporter, Odinaka Nwolisa, tells us more.
Many more years to you. Many more years to you. Many more years to you. Many more years to you.
The celebrant, who was the former rector, Bigad Memorial Seminary, Enugu, as well as Catholic Institute of West Africa, Siwa, Port Harcourt, was surrounded by family members, friends, and well-wishers. In his homily, the Catholic Bishop of Enugu Diocese, Most Reverend Callistus Onaga, who centered his message on how can I repay the Lord, traced the historic birthday to Egyptian times and observed that such remains a period of stock-taking for memories and thanksgiving to God for his goodness. He described very Professor Akponono as an academia and biblical scholar, entrusted with versatility of talents that has made remarkable watershed in the positioning and nurturing of future priests in the society.
Our prayer is that God, through the intercession of our Blessed Mother Mary, will continue to bless you in good health, many happy years, and many other choicest blessings.
The celebrant, in his remark, expressed commitment and readiness in serving God and humanity, irrespective of age status, appreciating all who contributed to the success of the event.
You all very gladly walked around the clock to show that everything was in place. For this, I am immensely grateful and thank the choir for its beautiful performance.
In their separate speeches, the chairman planning committee, Reverend Monsignor Theophilus Odukwe, as well as one of the organizers, Professor Fidelis Okafor, who recounted the uncountable and selfless services of the celebrant to the church and humanity.
You have done well. The Igbo people say when you celebrate the elders, then one day you will be an elder and others will celebrate you. So what they have done today is trying to put their money in the bank.
Felicitating with him, Anambra State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Professor Sylvia Ifemeje, and Reverend Father Hyginus Aguno of Nnewi Diocese spoke of Akponono's passion in the task of human development and prayed God to strengthen him more. Portion of birthday cake and presentation of gifts featured at the event. From Tansen Major Seminary on Onitsha, Odenakan Wolisa reporting.
We say congratulations to very Reverend Akponono there. Now, in order to correct the anomalies, especially as it concerns teenagers and youths and morality, a book has been published by a youth, Ms. Favor Ifemeje. Correspondent Kenechukwu Chukwudi witnessed the public presentation of the book in Awka and now reports.
Speaking during the event held in Awka, a guest, Professor Obanwoba, lamented the level of moral decadence in the society, which has witnessed high level of irresponsibility on the part of teenagers and youths, resulting to high crime rates and violence in the society. He commended the author of the book for her work and her Save 18 Foundation as a right step to salvage the situation. Speaking in the same vein, Engineer Tio Adeniyi lamented that teenagers are facing enormous challenges due to lack of guidance, and to address the anomaly, the book is a necessity for both teens, youths, and parents, urging the author not to relent on her efforts to help the teen and youth with her book and foundation.
But with this book, it will go a long way to educate them, and the parents also, it will also help them to really go all out.
A review of the book titled Save 18, Ms. Onyinye Duru revealed that the book was written concisely in simple language with 7 chapters for easy reading and comprehension. Ms. Onyinye noted that the book can help the teen know the dangers of immoralities, especially premarital sex, abortion, and also how one can salvage themselves if they are already entangled in such situations. The author of the book, Ms. Ifemeje, who expressed her excitement for the accomplishment, thanked God for his inspiration and grace, and expressed optimism that the book and foundation will make an impact.
That it will impact people globally. It will impact teenagers globally. That is what I know this book will do.
In their remarks, Pastor Uche Anyanwu and Pastor Miracle Eze emphasized that the book and the foundation will definitely make a difference to save the teens and the upcoming generation.
This is what I've been praying for, wanting to see people that will be bold enough to step out and help the younger generation in giving them direction.
In Awka, it's been Kenechukwu Chukwudi for ABS News.
Away now from state stories, President Muhammadu Buhari has said that his administration has within the last few years restored confidence and respect in the nation's security forces through the huge investment made in the procurement of military hardwares, training, research and innovations. Speaking at the grand finale of the 59th anniversary of the Nigerian Air Force NAF held at the Air Force Base in Enugu, the president stated that he had done this by prioritizing the revitalization of professionalism to enable NAF to effectively discharge its responsibilities and ensured the substantial investment in acquiring new platforms and other support equipment for the military and other security agencies, as well as reactivating and upgrading other existing platforms. Represented by Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, Buhari expressed delight that the huge investment in capacity development of the NAF has helped to turn the tide in the fight against terrorism and violence by non-state actors in our nation. Report says a 2.5 magnitude earthquake was recorded in Island County, Dongal. The Irish National Seismic Network reported that the quake occurred near Glenveagh National Park. It is understood to be one of the island's largest onshore earthquakes since records began. The INSN previously detected a 2.5 magnitude quake on 26 January 2012 on the Fanad Peninsula, also in Dongal. It is operated by the Geophysics section of Dublin Institute of Advanced Studies with support from the Geological Survey Island. Dr. Martin Mulhoff from DIAS said that Dongal is seismically the most active region in Ireland. Now on sports news, Africa's top-ranked table tennis player, Aruna Kwadiri, has ruled his missed chance to win a match champion in the men's singles at the 2023 ITTF Africa Cup. Quadri, who had outclassed El Biela Mohamed 4-0 in the semi-final, lost 4-1 to Egyptian Omar Assar in the best-of-7 men's singles final at the Moi International Sports Center, Kasarani Indoor Gymnasium. In winning the 2023 Africa Cup, Assar chalked up his 10th career ITTF Africa title, having won the 2018 edition in Nairobi. Speaking after his defeat, Quadri admitted that he should have been more patient during the game. Assar, who played the final with pain caused by an inflamed back, said after his historic that the final was his toughest. Congratulations to the winner. And that's just about it. But now remember, you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Oka and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And the main news again. Bonn has extended voting deadline till May 10. Very Reverend Professor Akbunono has celebrated life at 80. President Buhari has said his huge investment into NAV has impact in fight against insecurity. And from the foreign scene, largest earthquake has shaken Dongal County in Ireland. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's continue to give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that's the news. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Nonya Nwokoye. Good morning and have a great day.